Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cafe Social Media Marketing Agency 5 Tips to Increase Restaurant Revenue webinar. My name is Jordan Elodie, and I am the founder of Cafe Social Media Marketing Agency located in Chicago, Illinois. I personally have over 6 years experience of digital media marketing as well as social media marketing. I got my first start with a Fortune 1000 technology company, and it bounced around to digital media startups. And then I came up with Cafe Social Media Marketing Agency. You're probably wondering why I chose the restaurant niche. So it's pretty simple. I have seen a high turnover rate in restaurants and bars that I particularly liked. And when I would talk to the owners of these establishments, they would say, yeah, things are great on the weekends, but we just don't get enough customers during the week, and overall we're losing money, and it's just not working out. And I affiliate that with, well, you don't have a lack of customers, you have a lack of marketing. So I came up with this concept and really saw an opportunity to help get rid of the stigma that restaurants and bars have high turnover rates and they're bad businesses to get involved with. So a quick outline of what we're going to go over today. First, we're going to discuss the brand story, then social media channel relevance, content creation, social media advertising, increasing your restaurant revenue, and I'm also going to provide you with the happy customer formula that you can implement into your bar and restaurant to figure out how big of an impact social media marketing could have on your restaurant or bar. So let's talk about the brand story first. So this is a key element to your customer acquisition. This is an opportunity for you as a restaurant owner to discuss your experiences, the history of your restaurant, how you got to where you're at, and really build up credibility and discuss the type of experience that your customers should expect when they attend your restaurant. So it's an opportunity to connect with your audience and explain to them why they should choose your restaurant versus your competitor. So, for example, if I had a restaurant and my chef had one top chef, I would highlight that and let people know that, hey, when you come to my restaurant, you're going to get great food because, and then the presentation is going to be awesome because our chef won this competition, and our food's the best. You can't compete. Or another example would be if you are an Italian restaurant and you are using authentic recipes from your ancestors that are coming straight here, that's another differentiator that people can't substitute. And so that's another way that they would connect with you. So let's talk about the social media channels for a second. The top 4 social media channels that I would recommend every restaurant or bar has is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. So I personally like Facebook the best because it's a hybrid of all the other social media channels. You can post videos on there, you can put pictures, you can write about what your restaurant's doing today, the daily specials, and you can provide exclusive information similar to what you would do with Snapchat, which I'm going to talk about in a second. One rule of using Facebook is either post daily or at max twice a day. Facebook's interesting because if you post too much and you start clogging up your followers' news feed, they're going to get annoyed, and the chances of them unliking your page or hiding your messages it will increase dramatically. Instagram, it's a very similar platform as Facebook. I would emphasize that you post a lot of pictures of your food and drinks, and even just the ingredients, so people have an understanding that the food that you're providing is high quality and it's appetizing to them to make them want to go to your restaurant. Same thing with Instagram. You only want to post a couple times per day, max. Twitter's a little bit different. So This is the loud social media channels. So there's really no limit to the amount of posts that you can make daily because it's only 140 characters. And people are used to seeing people post a lot because in order to get your point across, sometimes it takes more than 140 characters. So you're less likely to upset people by posting a lot on Twitter. Now, Snapchat's sort of up and coming in the restaurant scene because it's an opportunity for restaurants to provide exclusive content. So you can bring them behind the scenes. And I would recommend that on your Snapchat story, you make that consistent with your brand story. So, for example, let's use the Italian restaurant with the authentic recipes and the fresh ingredients. You go behind there and shoot a quick video of all the ingredients before they're going to be put together to create your final product. It's an opportunity for you to just really engage with your audience and make them feel like they're part of something, which not every restaurant is doing. So that could be a major differentiator for you. All right, content creation. This is maybe the most important thing that is going to separate you from your competition. So the content that you create has to be unique. It should encourage your audience to engage with what you're posting, should create motive and urgency, and it should also be something that can't be substituted. So, for example, if you're a hot dog place and you just post a normal Vienna hot dog with just ketchup on there, any place that has the same quality of hot dogs can do the same thing. So you really want to come up with different creative ideas that's going to separate you from your competition and even just your local other restaurants. Maybe they're not direct competitors, but you want to be able to drive people to come to your restaurant instead of the place next door, even if they're completely different types of food. So let's talk about social media advertising. So these are 6 very key statistics that I think every restaurant owner should know. All right, 88% of people are influenced by reviews and online comments. So if you're missing a digital media strategy where you're not getting in front of your potential customers that are in the area, in theory, you're missing out on 88% of the business. So let me create an image for you, for lack of a better term. So you have 100 people standing in the middle of the street, and there's your restaurant on the right and your competitor restaurant on the left. You have a digital media strategy, and everyone is on their phones. Your competition does not. So 88% of those people, 88 of the 100, are going to come to your restaurant if you do it correctly, if you do your social media correctly. That's a huge stat that will make or break your business. 57% of people are starting to order online daily, weekly, or monthly. So there's so many apps out there that you can connect with between Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash. There's a ton of them out there. People love to have the convenience of getting food on demand. And so it's a major opportunity for you, if you don't deliver yourself, to connect with one of those and make sure that people have access to your food even when they don't set foot into your restaurant. So on average, it takes between 5 and 12 times of people seeing your content before they'll purchase from you. So, for example, if someone comes across your Facebook page and they like your post, you need to get in front of them a minimum. This is on average. It's not the rule, but a minimum of at least 4 more times before they'll consider coming into your place. And so if you do it correctly and they like your page and you're posting daily and you're doing your social media correct, you'll hopefully have them show up to your place within a week. 78% of people try new restaurants based on friend referrals. Word of mouth is, I think, will forever be the best form of marketing. However, social media has really made strides, and now they're a close second. 3 of 4 consumers say they would attend a restaurant in non-peak hours if they received a discount. So this is a huge opportunity for restaurant owners to reach out to potential consumers and entice them to show up during those non-peak hours. So if you're really busy during the weekend, but Monday through Wednesday is slow, which is a common theme that I hear from restaurant owners that I work with, then this is a major opportunity for you to utilize social media and drive more consumers to show up during the week. 75% of consumers purchase something because they saw it online. This was a survey done by Sprout Social in Q3 of 2016. So that's a massive number. 3 out of 4 people bought something because it came across them online in some form. So if you don't have a digital media strategy implemented to where you're consistently getting in front of potential consumers, there's a huge opportunity waiting for you. And hopefully, at a minimum, you start implementing some of these ideas that we're about to go over. So let's talk about increasing revenue ideas. So I promised you 5 tips. Hopefully you're getting a little bit more value out of this webinar than that. But here are 5 tips for short-term strategies that you can use to drive more consumers that will have a long-term impact on your restaurant. So you can host a raffle or giveaway via social media. I recommend that you give away something that's pretty high in value that'll get people excited. If you say we're going to draw someone's name out of a hat on the 13th of every month and they get 10% off their meal, that's not going to get a lot of excitement. That's not going to make people want to engage with your contest and tell their friends about it. So you got to be strategic about the way that you run this raffle or giveaway. Target audience segmentation. So you want to figure out who your target market is and then figure out ways to expand that reach. So you want to find ways to entice people to share with their friends and their network about their experience in your restaurant, but also you want to expand your reach by utilizing the social media channels and running social media advertising. So you want to be very strategic about how you're targeting those people. Number 3, create a viral video. This is hands down the best way to create buzz for your restaurant and get people to share with their friends and let them know about it, and bring in new customers. When you do this, you want to find a way to connect with the person who's viewing your content to make them want to tell the story and share it with their friends. Number 4, you can go behind the scenes. So I mentioned Snapchat earlier and how cool it is for people to feel like they're connected to your brand and feel like they're part of something. So if you go behind the scenes and give them an opportunity to see all the ingredients before the final product is made, or maybe you do something along the lines of teaching someone how to create one of your dishes in your restaurant. This is a huge opportunity to have your customers feel like they're connected to you and they're going to want more and more content from you. Number 5 is create the brand story video. This one's extremely important. It has its own slide on here. So once again, just take the opportunity to let people know your story, where you come from, the history of your restaurant and how you got to where you are and what separates you. These are things that people want to know, and these are things that will excite potential customers and make them want to try your food. So let's talk about the long-term impact of implementing these social media strategies. So this is just an example, but one new client who visits your restaurant 2 times per month and spends an average of $10 per meal equals $5,520 lifetime value. So you're talking about one new customer. So let's scale it up. So the value of 10 happy customers that had never been into your restaurant before brings a lifetime value of $55,200. 100 new customers, $550,000, and 1,000 new customers, that's 5.5 million. So implementing these strategies can really have a major impact on expanding your reach and growing your revenue. So the question isn't, do I really need social media marketing? The question is, can you really afford not to use social media marketing? And here's a quote that I love. So people who love to eat are always the best people. I like to tweak this a little bit and say people who love to eat are always the best people and customers. So you want people in there who love food and enjoy the experience of being out, because those are going to be the best people that will share your content and tell their friends about it. The goal is to find as many people who will enjoy your experience that will pass the word along. And so I think that's a huge opportunity to utilize the social media channels and let people know what your restaurant or bar is all about. So this is something that you can take home with you. This is the happy customer formula. Feel free to screenshot this if you want. So basically, it just takes you through the average sale per person, how many times a month that they visit, and so the average per table, or the restaurant average, is 2.3 people. So if one person comes in, there's a big chance that they're going to either bring in their family or friends. It's very rare that someone goes and eats alone in a restaurant. And the average amount of people that one happy customer refers is one person. They'll tell 3 or 4 about it, but the reality of all 3 or 4 of them going in and enjoying it as much as they do is slim. But the chances are you'll get one. And so then it talks about the gross sales, and then the lifetime value of the restaurant, or the lifespan of the restaurant, is on average 5 years, and plus their referral. So that's how you get the $5,520. So plug in your numbers on there and figure it out. Obviously, if you're a high-end restaurant, those numbers increase dramatically. If you're a fast food restaurant where your meal ticket's only $6, it'll be a little bit less, but it really helps you gauge to figure out how important social media marketing can be, and how much of an impact it can have on your business to expand that reach that you're not currently hitting. So thank you very much for attending our webinar today. Check us out on cafesocialmarketing.com. If you're interested in working with us, fill out the lead form below, and someone will reach out to you within 24 hours, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. I really appreciate you spending time with us today. Hopefully you found a lot of value, and we'll be in touch soon. All right. Thanks a lot.